everyone, I'm back today to talk about another story behind the image. And today I'm going to be talking about an image that I took in the Caribbean on a little island called Barbuda, just off of Antigua. And sometimes, you know, things happen for a reason, and I was just walking along this beach trying to think of images that I could make. And this guy came up to me and he says, "Oh, you're the photographer." He said, "I found this on the beach." He said, "Can you use this?" And he held this massive starfish up. I thought, yeah, I've got a great idea for this. So I put this down in the surf and I just watched for a few minutes just how the waves broke over this starfish and the sort of shapes that it was forming, and tried to imagine images in my mind of what I was going to create. And then I had to figure out how to do it. I thought, okay, I want to show some motion. So I want a fast enough shutter speed to stop that motion, but slow enough to give a little bit of action around the starfish. So I was using something around, I think it was a 15th of a second. And as I stood there and I made several different exposures, various different things happened. Because the nice thing about shooting coastlines is not every image is the same. So you're getting something unique each time. And when I looked at the viewfinder on this one, I couldn't believe that I could actually see in underneath the wave that was breaking over top of the starfish. And you could actually see the starfish enveloped around with this wave coming over it. And it struck me, I thought, this is great about digital, that you can actually see things like this instantly, know that you have it. You know, before I fly back to London, get this processed and think, yeah, I missed it by just a few fractions of a second. So this is one of the things I really love about digital, is that getting that instant image so that you can make sure that you have what you wanted to accomplish. But there were other different images here. I mean, it's not probably one of my most favorite images, but I think it was mainly about the technique, in that experimenting with shutter speeds, trying to get something a little bit different, some movement in it. And there was one problem about this, is that if I chose too long of a shutter speed, I was doing something like a quarter of a second and a half a second to get a little bit more blur in the waves. It was moving the starfish, and it was blurring the starfish. So I thought, okay, I've got to catch this just at the right moment, just before it hits. And that's when I actually capture this one. So that's a little bit about the technique of this. Filtration-wise, I used a polarizer. Always use polarizers in the Caribbean whenever I'm photographing coastlines, because it brings out this really deep turquoise blue water, especially shooting at midday. This is one thing about shooting in the Caribbean, that you can get away with the the old adage, for landscapes, you must shoot at sunset or sunrise to get the best light. This is shot at midday. Probably the worst time to shoot a landscape, but in the Caribbean it works. That's when you get the sunlight penetrating through the water, and using a polarizer to remove all those reflections really brings out the saturation and color in the waves. So that's the story behind this image. Do subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing a lot more videos in the future. And check out our website and subscribe to our newsletter. So thanks for watching.